So okay, what are the things we're going to do in this website? So first thing is header. Okay, so we need some header, and we have another section called the banner section, and we have a logo section. Okay, so I will just explaining how many sections are in this web page. So this is on another section. So totally we so far 4 sections. So this is another section. So this is another section, and this one, then this one, then last footer. Okay, so totally we have more than 6 or 7 kind of sections here. Okay, okay, let's start designing. Okay, so first thing, whenever you're starting your web page, okay, what are the things you want to check, and what are the things you want to get the data what you want to get from the designer. Okay, so I'll just make some rectangle here using, I just click this icon and made a rectangle here. So here I'm going to put the font size. First of all, I just take the font size they used in their website. So this is a 94 pixel. Okay, so again I'll come here. So this is 40, this is 30, this is 14, 30. So this one is 94, 40, then 30. So this should be also 40. Yeah, so this is also 40, 40. Then this one is 16, this one is 24. So 40 only. So this one is 25. So I'm not going to take 24, 25. I'm just going to stick with 25. Okay. So the font sizes we're going to take. What are the font size means? I'll just put like this font. So the font size 60, 94. Okay, so the first font is 94. If you click this selection and you want to press the alt tag, okay, so the sorry, the not tag, the alt button in your keyboard, if you press that, the icon is actually literally changing, right? You see there is some difference in the cursor. So when you click and hold that alt tag and you just click and drag it down, it make you some new copy with the same with the same element. Okay, so this one is a 16 and this one is a 15. I'm just going to use a 15 only. So 40, 30. Okay, so again I need a 40, 30. So this one should be a 40, and then 30. So this is a 30, and we have 25. I think that is I think this is enough. Okay, so this is 25. Okay, so then the second step, what are the things need? The colors. Okay, so the button color, I think this button color and this heading color are same. I think, yeah, the both are actually same. So that is the main color, and there is another color here, the small color. It's like light pink, so that's a secondary color. Is there any color here? No, that's only the two color. All other things are actually the images. Okay, so I'm going to take that color now. So you, when I click the button, so I can get the color code here. So first one is font, and the second thing is should be a color. Okay, so I just place the color here. Okay, that's cool. Then the second thing, mm, okay, this pink color, right? So this pink color. Okay, so this pink color should be, keep it here. I take the color code. Okay, so this is the pink one. Okay, I keep it like this. Okay, so these are the things what we need now. Okay, so the font and the color, this is the basic. Then the font family, what are the font, what font they use? The Poppins. Okay, I want to get the Poppins font from the Google thing. So now I'll just go and create a new folder here. Okay, so this one name is called, so I think this image, okay, well, it's a font on some other font, so I'll use the same name of the full project name. So I'll just drag and drop this folder in my VS Code. So uh, so now I'm just going to create a two files here. One is the index.html, and then style.css. We're not get entered in the JavaScript once we good familiar with this design thing and we get into the JavaScript. Okay, before that I didn't get you to the JavaScript because the design is also very important, because I don't know that you guys are going to be a front end developer or back end developer or a full stack developer. So I'm just going to focus on all the thing. First, the design is important. If you are a front end developer, it is actually a basic design. Okay, so I'm not stuffing very hard things in your mind, because if you understand basic things properly and how to uh, create the web page, web layout like this way, the hard things are not very the hard, you can do the hard thing very easily. Okay, so that just stay with me. So just keep focus on and do the task daily, so that you can able to keep track on me. So if not, that is very hard. I know what will happen. So that's what I'm saying, and again and again, please do the task. So that's why I'm saying. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so index.html and style.css. So in index.html, the basic what we do, so we created some code snippet here. So here I'm just keep the same name, VESNIK. Okay, yes. So this is the project name. Okay, the title. So in the style, what are the things we always the default code is margin 0 pixel, and then padding 0 pixel. Just 1 minute, I'll check again on the screen is recording on. So here I'll want to add the box sizing border box. So I will explain you what is box sizing border box in soon. So just now I'm just adding here. I need this property to work all the element, not only in the body. I'm not targeting the actual body tags or kind of paragraph heading kind of things. I'm just targeting all the elements in my HTML document. So it could apply all the element in our document. Okay. So then the second step, and also we have some so today I'm not going to use any JavaScript to make this a responsive navigation. Once we get a good understanding about the JavaScript, then we come back to the same web page and and then we recreate the heading. Okay, so that we can able to understand how these things are actually working when we use to JavaScript. Because without JavaScript, we cannot able to make a responsive website, responsive navigation. I'm saying about that. When we get into like when we use the same web page in the mobile app device, means it is very hard to do this in a CSS. So there is an option to do that in a CSS, but that is not a recommended way to do. So I'm not going to do like that way. So that today I'm just going to focus on in a web and also the mobile, but not in the navigation responsive. Okay, so once we learn the JavaScript well, and then we come back to the same process with this website concept, and again we recreate this navigation. Okay, so the first step, a header. Okay, so here I'm just creating a header here. So the header, what are the things always we need? So we need a container, right? So whenever we creating some project, first of all we need a container. What the container is going to do, so if you see from here to here, okay, so I'm just dragging this the rectangle from here to here. You see the total width of this rectangle is actually 111114. Okay, so 1114. So this is the container what I want to create in my design, because I want to follow the pixel perfect what the designer has gave to me to develop, right? So that I'm going to use the same width in my project as a container. Okay, so that I want to create the container here. So the body, I need a font family. They use the pop-in. So I'm going to get the font from Google Font. So I'm just going to the Google Font. So you know how to get the font and add in your project, right? From the Google Font.
Yes, sir. We did using link. We did not use using download.
Okay, cool. So now I've already selected some few fonts here. I just get rid of it. So here I need a pop-ins. So this is the font. So in this font, I need always the designer will use only the um, uh, regular and medium and semi bold and bold. So that's it. That's enough. Okay. So I just take this link here. This time I'm going to include in a HTML file. So I'll just put all the link in my HTML. There is another way also. You can import it in a CSS also, directly in a CSS also. So you can use both way. So I will now stick with this adding a link in the HTML. So I need to take this font family to my CSS. Okay. So here I add my CSS. So everything is good. So the second step. Okay. Oh, it's not. Okay, so now we got it here. So here, okay. So here I've just checked it whether the style is working or not. Hello world. So it's now appearing the hello world because I gave some h1 tag here inside the HTML document. So, but you see the fonts I have font family is not changing here. Why?
Because you did not
Okay, so
link
that's
the
cool.
CSS.
Yeah, so I want to link my CSS. So please remember this because it will cost you a lot of time. Okay, because always check whether if you added or you are not or not. Okay, so when I start my career as a front-end developer, uh, seriously I just waste my 3 hours to find this small thing. So that's why I'm asking you. Okay, so just always keep track this style.css. I'm just going to put this in a CSS folder. Okay, inside the CSS folder only I'm going to put my style.css. So here I want to change my path. So the same thing. So dot slash, I want to go inside to the CSS folder and CSS style.css. Okay, everything is good. So now font got changed. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to create a container. So container takes a max width of 1115 pixel, 1 pixel, no problem. So here margin 0 pixel and auto for the left and right. So it should give some margin to the left and right, yeah, the both side. So if I come back here, I didn't add the container in my HTML. So I want to add my class. Okay, so the container, inside the container, I'm put my hello world. So now the container got created. Now we have the spacing around the container. Okay, so everything is good. If I inspect this, so okay, so this is our container. It's actually the value is 1115 pixel of value is holding now this container. Okay, inside this container only we're going to wrap all the content what we're going to create. So it's the container is going to follow the margins. Okay, the second step, what the second step? So we want to add the fonts here. Okay, so we have different types of fonts here. So and also the two types of colors here. So I want to add the colors, and you see there is a different types of buttons also. Okay, you see this one is a blue color button and this one is a transparent button. So I want to create a kind of component. Okay, so now I'm not just making as a component as how they do in a React framework, but the same concept is going to apply. So these are all components only. I'm going to create this buttons in a components way. Okay, I'm not going to create going to style all the for this button alone and for this button alone, like that way I'm not do. I just create a one similar class and I change the class name how the button I want in my project. Okay, so I will explain you. It is very hard to explain in a theoretical way. I will show you in a practical way. So now I want to create a okay, first thing what you should do when you start a web page. So you want to add a root here. So this root selector takes some data. Okay, some kind of variable. So the variable is kind of container. What the variable is going to contain, it's going to contain some value. Okay, so if we have some x equal to 5, what is that x is actually carrying? It's carrying a value of 5. The same concept is going to apply here, but it's a font names. Okay, so this one is a font 54. What I always do, if you want to create a variable in CSS, you want to give this two hyphens here. Okay, so font 64, you can give whatever the name you want here, but I'm going to give this like this way. So font 94, this value is going to be 94 pixel. Okay, so the same concept for different fonts here. So this should be a 40 pixel and this should be a 30 pixel and last one is 25 pixel. Okay, so this one is a 25 pixel. So I want to change the value also, the 40 and the 30 and the 25. So good. I will tell you why I'm doing like this way. So I need a color. So the main color.
Sir, 330 you give.
Yeah, okay, okay. So first thing is main color. Okay, so the main color is what? I need this. I want to add this value here. Okay, so this value takes a main color value and the secondary color. Okay, so secondary color is what? The value is this one. Okay, so everything is good here. Okay, now we added our variable. So these are the default values, the font values and color values we need. So here we're going to create some other things. So what are the things we need? So the font, the heading and kinds of different kinds of headings here. So we have a 6 types of heading in CSS, kind of H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, so the same concept I'm going to do for the H1. I'm going to add this 94, and H2 is 40, and H3 is 30, and H4 is 25 pixel. Okay, so this is, I always do like this way because it is very easier to track in your project. So H1 should be, the font size is 94 pixel. Okay, the same thing we want to do for the H2. So the H2 carries the font size of uh 40. So you want to add the var here. Okay, so in the VS code, if you type this kind of two hyphen here, it will directly show the variables in your VS code in this place. Okay, so you don't want to type var and open curl, open parenthesis and close parenthesis like that way. So if you just type this two hyphen here, it will give you the value. Okay, so here H3, the H3 takes the font size of uh yeah 30. So then we need a H4. So the H4 takes a font size of 25 pixel. Okay, so everything is good. Okay, now we got the font here. Okay, so I can call the H1 here directly, so that this H1 is now holding the font size of 94 pixel. This value is coming from this variable from the root selector. Okay, so if you want to change the font to, if your client or if you're working in some company, if they're coming back to you and saying that you want to change the font size to 64 pixel, just what you want to do, just find like this way. Okay, so like this font F94, so you can get this one. Okay, and then you can get the 94 pixel here. So now you got the thing, right? So you got the thing. So in this one place, you can change the in your application and variable name, wherever you call this like this way, it should change into all the your overall application. Okay, so it is very easy. So basically what we do, some people what they do, they actually go and manually type the values each and every time. So that is not a good idea. So this is a good idea to create a like a template. Okay, if you crack open the templates kind of Envato, there is a website called Envato. They actually sell the templates. Okay, some people develop the template. If you want the design in your web page, you can buy the template and you can change the content as per you want. So if you open the template CSS code and all, they use like this kinds of concept only. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so we have the H1 here, so we should want to create a header. So the header takes what are the things here. So we come back here. So the header takes 3 things here. Okay, so the one is logo, and another one is a navigation, and another one is a button. Okay, so these are the things what we need to create now. So first step, if you, I'm just going, I'm always stick with the flex only. Okay, whatever I see as a web developer, I always look the web page, how the flex is actually working here. So you also want to think like that way only, because the web page is totally a flex only. There is no other magical thing is happening here, only the flex. So whatever you are opening the web page and you are researching something about it, just keep your eye as a flex. Okay, so the flex is very important. So that's what I'm saying, the flex is most powerful thing. So this website is going to be fully controlled by only the flex. Okay, so now I want to create a, first of all I need a parent. So I want to, if I want to make some children as a flex, so I need some parent here. So I'm going to create a div here. The div takes a class of header wrapper. So okay, so this header wrapper here, I need a 3 children. Okay, so the first div takes a class of logo, and the second is on the navigation. I have a semantic tag for this. So for the navigation, I keep like this way. Inside the navigation, I'm going to use a tag. So you can also use the UL also. The structure is by how you creating your web page. Okay, yeah,
So you have taken header twice.
Header. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So here, so last time in our web page, I think we created using the UL, right? The UL, LI, and A tag, I think. So this time we are going to create using the nav and A. Okay, the structure is by how do you creating? Okay, so that's the matter. So you can create using that span tag, whatever the things you want. But I'm just going like this way now for this project. So nav and takes a. So it has a hash. Okay, it should not take me to some different page to navigate the page. It stays in the same page. So here, what are the first one is solution. Okay. So here, okay. So what I do, this A takes a solution. Okay. So the solution. Okay. So I need some icon here. So I'm going to use the font awesome. Okay. The font awesome. The font awesome is basically it's giving different kinds of icons in your project, so you can use it free. Okay, so I click this. So I think so I will just go with 4. Font awesome, 4 icons. So this one is the font awesome 4. So this is the icon. Okay, the complete set of the 675 icon in font awesome in the 4th version. I'm just using the 4th version. So here I need a serial to use this font. I need a serial for now. So I'm just typing the arrow. So I need this arrow. Okay, so they use this arrow only, not this one. I think that name is Chaviron or Chavi. Yeah, this one. So this one Chaviron down. So I need this I tag. Okay, they will give you as a HTML tag. This is the I tag. Okay, so for the icon they will use like this way. So I just put here. Okay, I just put the I tag here. So now it should not appear. Okay, because we have not to connect the serial here. Like this way, we need some link here. Okay, to link the font awesome. So I'm going to get the font awesome.
Hello. Screen got stuck.
Sorry guys, I think some internet issue happened in my Wi-Fi router. So sorry. You there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we got this one.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to, okay, this one. So this is the CDN. I want to get the CDN. Okay, so this is the CDN. If you type the font
Sir,
awesome 4 CDN, yeah,
screen is not sharing.
screen. Yeah, okay. So I need the 4th version of the CDN. Okay, so I'll choose the 4th version. Okay, I will go with the 6th one. Wait, we'll try the 6th one. Okay, I just copy link tag. Okay, so I'll copy that. And then I want to paste it in my HTML. Okay, so this is the link I need. So it's a 6th version.
Sir, can you say this one again, sir? The before the screen is there.
Your screen is not sharing.
Now it is okay, sir.
Yeah, okay.
The before you open this website, it is not
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah, I will show you again. No problem. So here you want to type out font awesome CDN. Okay, font awesome CDN. So this web page take you to this HTTP cdn.js.com. So this is where this web page will give you lots of cdn. Okay, not only for the font awesome, they have variety kinds of product here. So they will actually give you a CDNs of all the product, kind of React framework, Angular framework, kind of all the things. You can get the CDN here. That's what is the basically CDN means. If you want to use some other code in your project, you want to add the link in your HTML, so that only the code is available to use in your project, so that the CDN is working like this way. So I just copied the 6th version of the CDN and I paste it in my project, in my HTML here. Okay, so now I go back to my font awesome. So this is, I think, I want to sign in. Why it's not I think, wait 1 minute. Sign why they're not showing the don't have an account, don't miss out. Actually they are asking the kid. It is very what, so we'll do the fourth version of the serial, no problem. So I'll just type out font awesome 4 serial. The version is 4. Now the font awesome is actually a 6th version, so I need the 4th version of the font awesome. Okay, so where is the CDN? So this is the, where is the CDN? This is not the CDN. Wait 1 minute. We'll get from the font awesome. Okay, so this is the CDN. Okay, so you can get the CDN and use it in your you don't want to download this in locally. Okay, so you can use the link to access all the different kinds of icons from the font awesome. So here I need this icon, so I included. So you see the icon is now available here. Okay, why means we added the CDN here. You see, no downloading or installation is required. You place the font awesome icon using the prefix of what the form means. This is the font awesome. Okay, the short form of font awesome. So what they actually do, this is the class name. So if you want, you want to give the class name here. Okay, so that only you can get the icon here. The icon is actually coming from this class. Okay, the far takes a far hyphen chaviron hyphen down. Okay, so this is how the font icon is showing here. So you see the icon is now available here. Okay, so you go and try. There is a lot of different variety types of icons here. If you I come back here, you can have a lot of icons here. Okay, so basically a lot of time it won't work because the developer, the designer will give you their SVG icon. So you want to download the SVG as per the design is required, so that you want to use that in your project in a local way only, that you can keep the images in your local and want to use. I will show you that example also, for not for icon but some other images. In the previous way we did know, we export the image and we used to put that in our project the same way. Okay, so here I'll want to, then the second step, the second A, right? The second A is A tag. This one is plan. Okay, so I keep the plan, and this one is resource, and this one is blog. Okay, so good. So now okay, so we'll go and check it now. Okay, here, so you see now we got the solution, plans and resource blogs. Okay, so I'll take the font this one also. I'll just put it here. This is not image, just a text. Okay, so I'll just keep it in a h5. So this is the font winner. So we got a logo and also the icons. Okay, first thing, when I hover this solution, I want to show the inner links of the solution. Okay, that is basically what does this icon is represent. So for example, if I go and take a look of Bigzil website, so you see there is icon in the bottom. So if I click the hover this, it's showing some inside link of the web pages. Okay, so that the same concept of what we need to going to create now, but not like this way. We'll create the mega navigation link later. So now I'm just going to make it simpler to understanding you. Okay, so what I want to do, so here only where the position, relative and absolute is going to help you. Okay, so inside the I'm okay, first we'll just fix this all the things. Okay, so here first child logo, navigation, and the last child is button. Okay, I'll make a div and the a hash classes default class is btn and btn transparent trans. I keep like this way. So the request demo. Okay, so I'll keep it like this way. Okay, so everything is good now. So I'll just close all the tabs, unnecessary tabs. Okay. Okay, so we have a button also here. So the logo, navigation, and button. Demo or demo. I think this demo will keep demo. Okay, so we have logo, navigation, and button. So we want to make it as a flex now. So to do that, what we always do now, now which now where I want to use my display flex
Parent
to the
header.
so to the parent. So the parent is actually this parent is containing a 3 children. So it's going to control using the header wrap. So I'll just copy that and I'm coming back here. So here I'm just giving a header start. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is one a header start. So this one is header end. Okay. So here I need to put a header wrapper display flex. So good. So now I come back here. Now it's got a display flex. The second step we want to give space between. So if we give a space between, it should give back some spacing in between the content, the children's. Okay. So the second step, what we need to do, I want to change the nav also. Actually, now the A is an inline tag, so that's what is come to next to each other. The element is actually working like that way. But I want to make it as a flex. I need a gap and kind of things. I'm not going to use some other kind of margin right like that way. So that is not a good idea. So we have a flex. So header wrapper inside the tree, we have a nav. Okay. I'm targeting a nav. Inside the nav, we have three different types of 4 different types of navigation. I'm saying about the anchor tag. So here the display flex, and then we want to give a gap of 35 pixel like that way. Okay, so if I come back here, we got the gap and also perfectly aligned here. Okay, so I want to switch off that what is that ul list style none. The dot should disappear. Then a tag, I need to text decoration should be none, because so you see there is no underline here. Okay, so everything is good. Now what I want to do, I want to create some cool. I want to create this. I want to change the font, the colors, and also the button. Okay, so the thing here, what I'm going to do, the navigation. I want to target the A tag because the A is actual text is sitting inside the A. So the color should be in a white. So it should be in a black now. Afterwards, we change the colors and all. Okay. So now I want to change this button. Okay, so the button, what the button it takes a header wrapper, not a header wrapper. I'm going to target directly the btn. Okay, so dot btn takes a padding of
Don't
top.
you need to put full name like BTN like that? If you put one name alone, will it work? BTN trans. If you don't put also, it
Yeah,
will work.
yeah, actually this in this btn, it's I'm going to have some common properties like kind of a border radius and padding, all the things. I'm going to target the btn trans in a different method. So if I put the btn solid, this button should come. Okay, this button should come. If I call the btn trans, this button should come. But both buttons having the same property. You see the padding, spacing, all the things are both. So I don't want to create separated buttons like btn trans, like btn1, btn2, like that way. I'm going to use a btn. For example, if I get into the bootstrap. Okay, so if I just get into the bootstrap, so for example, examples. So where is that docs? I'm coming to the components. Okay, so the components, where is the button? So this is the component. So here the button. Okay, so if you see how the bootstrap created their button, you see, so here they created the button, but we don't need a button here because when I click the a tag, I should take my page to some other page. Okay, so I want to use that a tag. Just forgot this button. Instead of imagine there is a tag here. Okay, so they call the btn as a normal class, the stable class, and here the class are actually changing. What is the difference? For the btn primary, it should come as a blue color. For the secondary, it has come in a gray color. For green, for success, it should come in a green color. So this is how the component we want to structure. Okay, so you don't want to create the same properties, and for the all the button you don't want to repeat the code. So that is the concept we are actually doing now. So the button is the default class. So we are going to modify the button using some different class of btn primary, btn secondary, like this way. You understand?
Okay, okay.
You understand, right?
Understood.
Okay, so now we have a btn and btn trans as some different button. So now for the btn, I'm going to use a padding top of 8 pixel, left and right is 15 pixel, and then we need some other properties here. What are the properties? So the first I will keep a background color is yellow. Okay, so the basic color is yellow. Then what I'm going to do here, border radius, the border radius should be like a 8 pixel. Then color should be in a black. Okay, so if I save this and I come back to my, so you see the button is now showing. Okay, so but you see, if you notice one thing, the button is not properly aligned. You see the button is going to the top. What actually happening is, these are the problems always come in an inline element. Okay, so we should always change that inline element to the display inline block. Okay, so I'm going to change this btn to display inline block, so it should act like a same way of inline, but you can add some margin top and bottom to that button. Okay, it should work. So now you see the proper alignment, we got the proper alignment. Okay, always if you're creating some button in a tag, don't forget to add the display inline block. Okay, so it should recommend that, because most people do not do that. They use the margin top and align the button like this way. But if you add the inline like this way, it should come in a proper way. Okay, so remember that. So now we got the button here, and then the alignment is also not properly good. Okay, so because it's a kind of a column way, so I want to give the parent to the align items center. So I'm coming back here in a wrapper, align item center, so it should align the items properly. You see now the alignment is proper alignment. Okay, so everything is good. So now the second step is, we created a web view. So I want to change the font size to 35 pixel. Okay, so the header wrapper h5 font size is 35 pixel. This is what they use in the design. So now this is the logo. Okay, everything is good. Now what I want to do, when I hover this solution, I want to show the inner navigation links. Okay, so to do that, what I want to make things in HTML, create a UL here. Inside the A, we now having a UL. So inside UL, I am having a tag. Sorry, the li, and this A takes a kind of item. So like this way we'll do page 1 and page 2 and page 3. So this page 1, page 2, page 3 are going to have a different kinds of navigation links. Okay, when we have the page, I will give you the example when once we completed the page. Okay, we'll recreate some other, we just create a small pages to connect the, when we clicking the icon, sorry, the links. Okay, so now if I come back here, you see the solution is the UL is coming here, but this is not the case. What we want, we need that solution when I hover this, and it should appear in at bottom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so just a simple question. So if the parent is not relative, if I change the position of the children to position absolute, the children should look the parent or the browser.
The parent.
Yeah, the parent is not relative. Okay, so inside the children, I'm changing the children to position absolute, so the children is going to look the parent or the browser.
Browser, sir.
Yeah, browser. So we need to use the position relative to the parent, so that only the children is going to control by that parent. So now if you see in our case, so this A tag is the parent of this UL, right? So in the top of the stack, the A is now sitting here. So now I want to change the A to the parent element. So the UL should be in a child of that A. So how do I am going to target? Means I'm not going to add any classes here, so that I have a power of nth child and direct divs also. Okay, I'll teach you the direct how to target the direct, the last class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now what I'm going to do, the header wrapper navigation direct A of the first child, I need to target like that way. For example, so if I come back here, so the header wrapper navigation direct A of first child, because the first child is the solution. I'm just check whether it is applying or not, the color is applying or not. So the yellow. So if you come back here, now you see the first A is actually now yellow color. So I know that we know that we selected color properly. So I just take this as a position relative. Okay. So inside we have a UL. I want to make it as a position absolute so that children is going to look up this parent. Okay. So now what I'm going to do to here the wrapper navigation first child of the UL, I'm going to change it as a position absolute. So now nothing is gonna change, but if I give top 0 pixel and left is 0 pixel, why it's not happening? So first child, what happened? Wait 1 minute. So the background color is yellow. Will target the UL color. So now the UL is not targeting. So if I use the first child direct UL, why it's not targeting? This one is the A tag. So this one is the A. Inside the A only we have the UL, right? Okay, I think the UL is not inside that A completed here. Okay, everything is good. This gonna so okay. I'll just keep some class here. Okay, so inside yes, inside nav like this way we keep the class. So inside nav. Now if I come back here. So if I add the inside now to background color blue, so now this is got selected. So I change this now. Okay. Okay. I think this is not applying to the position relative. Okay. So why it is not applying? This is going to look at the parent, not the parent, it's looking the browser. So even though it is in a relative, why it is not it's actually, you see, this is not inside the A tag, even though we insert the UL inside the A only, right? So you see this is sitting inside the A only, but why it's not coming? So the solution, okay, so this is not a correct way to do that navigation, I think. So we want to change the layout in a, because I think this is because this is not a block level element. So these are the problem when it's come in inline element. For example, if I change it to display block, well, wait, we will change this to display block here. So now we'll check. So this now it's a block level element. So if I, even though it is not working like that way, so it is not a proper way in doing like this thing. So it's not actually targeting. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep it as a UL here. Okay. So the UL takes a LI takes a A. So this A takes a solution and I. Okay. So like this way we do. Then I just cut this out and put inside this. First I will do this. Okay, wait. Then we need 3 more LI. So this takes the A. Always I do like this way only, but I don't know why I. Guys, sorry guys, my internet is something problem, I think. Very sorry. Okay. I don't know why it's actually happening. I want to call the technician. So okay. So you there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. I'm very sorry. Okay. So now we have the li takes a inside the li we are
The
actually,
screen share.
yeah, okay. So now we have a li and this li takes a tag and the I tag. So the a is now coming here. Okay, so everything is good. So now the second step is what we want to create. So now you understand this kind, no, because why last time it is not actually working means, so we want to if you want to create like this kind of now hover kind of things, you want to do in a ULLI only, because basically the a tag is inline element. So these are the problem will come always in an inline element. Okay, so why do I create like in the previous way? Why I did like that way means I didn't notice this navigation, so that in the I forgot, I just did like that way. Okay, so now I'll just change it to the UL. So this UL takes a 4 li, so 1 2 3 4. So inside the li I have a a tag. Each every li I just insert a tag. So this a tag takes some value of solution and I tag. So okay, so now we have this. So now what I'm going to do inside this li, okay, so inside this li I'm just going to create another ul here. This ul takes a of page 1, page 2, page 3. So this is page 2, this one is page 3. So if I come back here, you see now this is properly aligned. Okay, so last time it didn't come like this because of the we did inside the inline element. So now the li is a block level element, so now it is working properly. Okay, so if it is not a like hoverable state like that way, you can go it with then the previous time how do I did like the navigation and a tag, no, so like that way you can also do. But if there is some hoverable state changes, so state means actually the data, how the data is actually structuring. Okay, so the page 1, page 2, page 3, so everything is good now. So now what I want to do, I want to make this as a, actually this is li ul li takes okay. Now what is actually happening, you see now, notice that why this li is actually a block level element, right? So this li is actually the block level element. What happening here, we are target the what we target header ul. So now this ul also got applied display flex, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, so now what, now here the thing that direct child is will helpful, the greater than symbol. So instead of targeting all the ul, I'm just going to target the direct header wrapper direct ul only. Okay, so now if I come back here, this is only the flex, this ul only the flex, not inside the ul. Okay, so this is this ul is not, sorry, this ul is only the flex applied, so this ul not applied as a flex. Okay, so now this is good. So the second step, what the second step is, so I want to, okay, everything is good now. So what I am going to do, I know I don't need this one, so I'm just going to target the header wrapper ul direct li of first child. Okay, so just add the color and show you which one is got targeted, yellow. So if I see this one got yellow color, okay, so I'm target the direct child of the li first child. So this is the first child, sorry, this is the first child. So everything is good. Now I'm going to make it as a position relative. Okay, because that li actually holding the another ul. So this is the child of this li. Now I want to target the first child of direct ul. Okay, un you can use the class base also, no problem, but I want to give you some complex ideas like that way, so that okay, so that I'm creating like this. So if you okay with using a class base also, no problem, you can insert new classes, so different classes to every element, and just make sure to call the element in the css and make the changes. Okay, so I'm just going to create the position absolute here. So now this ul got position absolute. Okay, if I give top 0 pixel, left 0 pixel, now this, you see now when I give the top 0, this is going to this is actually going to sit stays going, it's actually going to sit in the top of the this parent, you see, you understand, right? So what I want to do, I want to make sure to do like this way, top 20 pixel like this way. So now we got the page 1, page 2 like here. I'm also going to give the space also on background color. So this background color should be in a white. Okay, so the background color is now white. I'll change the color for now, afterwards we'll keep some good colors. Okay, So now you see the color got added here, and also I'm going to change the color to white, the font color. Okay, so okay, I want to target the A here. Okay, because I cannot able to target the ULLIA inside. I want to call the A here, the color here. So now the color got changed here. And second thing, I want to give some padding. So the padding takes 8 pixel of the top, and left and right is 25 pixel. So now, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give a width here, not the padding, because I need a width. So width is actually basically like a 250 pixel. So this is something bigger. So just keep like this way. Where is that UL? So this UL takes a width of 150 pixel is enough, I think. Yeah, okay. So the 150 pixel, okay. And also I need a margin bottom. Okay, so I'm just make sure to make a display inline block, because the inline will should not work a margin bottom. So margin bottom is 20 pixel like this. So now we got the margin, but I want to off the last one margin. Okay, so now just to leave it like this way. So on the padding top and bottom, so the padding top is 15 pixel and left and right is 0 pixel. So now we good. Then okay, so we need a padding right also, because you see this is very close to this corner. I need some gap here. Okay, so the ULA, so for the A, I'm just going to give you a padding. We'll do like this here. In the A itself, we can give the padding. Takes the top is 15 pixel. Just take this padding. Top right is 0 pixel. Top right, bottom is 15 pixel. Top right, left is 15 pixel. Okay, so now it's got aligned properly. You see now A got padding like this way. Okay, and also why this margin, I take out the margin, right? Wait 1 minute. Okay, so now everything is good. Okay, so I want to give the A to 100% width, because why means this parent is only this parent is actually 150 pixel. If I want to give the 100% of width, it's going to control by that 150 pixel. If I give that 100%, so if I hover, it got selected in total space. Okay, so in the A tag, I'm just going to give the width of 100%. So now it's good. Okay, so everything is good. So now what I'm going to do, basically I don't need the UL. Okay, so this UL should be in a display none, basic in a common state. It's common style properties display none. Now it should not appear here, but even though it can be click. Okay, so now okay, so leave it like this way. Okay, I will show you later how that we can add some animation to that when I hover that. Okay, so when I hover the first child of the LI, okay, when I hover the first child of the LI, I want to make sure to show the UL to display block. So if I come back here and I hover, now it's actually showing. Okay, so this is how this hover is. This is a basic example. Once once you familiar with how to create a layout and all the things, I will give you some good example how to create a mega banner, like to from here to here we create like a full view of navigation link. Okay, so I will give you that example also later, so don't worry about that. So this is a basic example how to we create a hover navigation. Okay, you understand how that we created now today. I know it is very
Yes.
confusion. Yeah,
Instead of hover, if we want to open when we click on the icon, is it possible?
if you want instead of open, right? So
Yeah,
you
instead
can,
of just hovering, we
yeah,
want to
you
click
can,
on the
yeah,
icon.
actually I think instead of using hover, you want to use a active here. Okay, when active state happen here, it should not appear when you click this. So actually when you click this, it should disappear. Okay, when you click this only, it's showing actually, but you will control like this kinds of logic in only the JavaScript only. Okay, so there is no option like that way.
Okay, sir.
So we'll do that the same concept using JavaScript also later. Okay, don't worry about that. I will show you all the examples. So now only the hover, keep stick with the hover. I will show you that later how do we show the styles using JavaScript when we click this link. So this we want to add the class here. Okay, so now it is not possible to explain you because I will explain you later once we get into the Java. You itself understand how to create this DOM manipulation like that. So this is called a DOM manipulation. You asked me the question, no? So they call like DOM manipulation. You are manipulating some documents. So when the user clicks something, you should want to show this page 1, page 2, page 3 using the classes. Okay, so that's the difference. So that is not the
We can use
hard
get
thing.
element by class's
Yeah,
name.
like that way you want to add some classes. So basically this now this UL is not having any class. When the user click here, you just going to add some show class here so that it should appear here. When you re-click it again, so it should take out the show class from the UL. So now that time it should disappear. Okay, I will give you
Okay, sir.
example later, no problem. So now today you understand how that we created this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually today this is a good place to stop because go today and practice this one. Okay, this is very simple only. If you want to practice this, then only you can able to remember all the things what we did today. If not, it is very hard to track upcoming design session and all. Okay, so please just go and
So we
make.
removed nav tag.
Yeah, we removed the nav tags. Okay, instead of nav using the UL here. Okay,
Okay, okay, sir.
so just go and practice this. Nothing. Okay, this is very easy. We have some parent. This parent takes a 3 children, logo, UL, and another div. So this div takes a button. So this logo and UL takes a list of LI. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one LI only carrying some another inside navigation. So this parent is Li. Inside the parent control this UL as a children. So I'm changed the Li to position relative. Now this children should not go out of this parent, right? Because we changed that to the position relative. So when I gave the position absolute to this children, this should going to see this Li parent. So the top 0, left 0. So everything is going to control by this Li. So this is the thing what we did today. Okay, so now you understand how the position relative and position absolute are working when in kind of some situations. So that's why I told you in the when we begin the class, so that the position relative and absolute is very important, because if you don't understand how this position are actually working, it is very hard to understand all other things. So the position absolute and relative is going to help you a lot. So keep practice these things and make sure to remember all the position absolute and relative. Okay, so
Okay,
today go and practice this out. Tomorrow we'll connect. Okay, tomorrow we'll do this another kind of these are all very easy. These are all not hard things. Okay, so these are the kinds of very easy. Don't worry about this. Okay, so can we close today? So I will send you that project folder. So please go and just don't watch the video, watch my code and understand the code. So when we close this when we complete the course, the company will not show you the any videos and all. Okay, you want to go and read some other people code. So that now itself you make that practice. Okay, so just go and watch my code and practice this. So that will help you once you complete when you're getting into some other different some companies, when you're getting into the as a worker. Okay,
okay, sir.
so now I'll just put this here. Okay. Okay, so today we'll close the session. Okay, so tomorrow we'll meet. So thank you so
Okay,
much, guys.
thank you.
Take care. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.